Taking it back halfway through. All right, we are live. All right, I'm going to call to order the February 4th, 2026 meeting of the EMUA Municipal Utilities Authority. Please read the opening statement.
Both adequate and electronic notice of this meeting pursuant to both the Open Public Meetings Act and Emergency Remote Meeting Protocol advised in Local Finance Notice 2020-21 has been given by the Office Manager of the EMUA Municipal Utilities Authority on February 6, 2025 in the following manner. Number one, emailing written notice to the Burlington County Times and the Courier Post. Number two, posting written notice on the official EMUA MUA website. Number three, following written notice with the clerks of EMUA and Medford. Written notice was posted at the authority's business address located at 100 Chalk Road, Marlton, New Jersey 08053 on February 6, 2025. This statement shall be entered into the minutes of this meeting.
Okay, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Chris, please call the roll.
Mr. Wilmot,
Here.
Mr. Druss,
Here.
Mr. Kipnis,
Here.
Mr. Sweeney,
Here.
Mr. Schmidt,
Here.
Mr. Tenza, not present. Mr. Waters,
Here. All right, I'm going to hand it over to the council to hold the first election.
Sure, so I'd like to open up for nominations for the position of chairman.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Ed Waters as our chairman.
Can I second?
Second it.
Second. Okay.
Right. Chris, do you want to call the roll?
yes, Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
I'll abstain. I'll abstain. Thank you. Thank you all for your confidence in me yet again. I want to hold a motion for vice chairman.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion for to appoint George Tenza as our vice chairman.
Second.
Okay, please call the, any other nominations? Please call the roll.
Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. I have a motion to nominate a secretary of the board.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Louis Kipnis as our secretary for the year.
A second.
Okay. Any other nominations? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
I'll abstain.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt,
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Can I have a nomination for assistant secretary number one?
I'd like to make a motion for Michael Schmidt.
Second?
Aye, a second.
Okay, any other motions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt,
I'll abstain.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Can I have a motion for nomination for assistant secretary number two?
Are you making a motion?
I
I make the motion for Rich Sweeney for assistant secretary.
Any other nominations? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Abstain.
Mr. Schmidt,
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. All right, can I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the January 7th, 2026 meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, does anyone have any questions, comments, additions, or deletions for the minutes? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt,
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. I'm opening public comment, seeing no one from the public here, I will close public comment. And move on to reorganization, and I have a motion to readopt Robert's Rules of Order.
So moved. Second.
Second.
Okay, does anybody have any questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Druss,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Schmidt,
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Motion that all rules and regulation heretofore made will continue for the following year unless changes are made. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Does anybody have any questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Motion to approve the official bank, WSFS Bank. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, does anyone have any questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Resolution 2026-13, authorizing actions to be performed on behalf of the authority. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Does anyone have any questions about this? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Resolution 2026-14, appointment of Public Agency Compliance Officer, PACO, for 2026. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, does anybody have any questions about this? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr.
Aye.
Gross. Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye.
Resolution 2026-15, readoption of anti-harassment policy for the authority.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Anyone have any questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Resolution 2026-16, approval of board meeting dates and times for upcoming year in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Can I have a motion, please?
So,
Second.
so moved.
Anyone have any questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Dross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. The next ones I'm going to do as a block. So I'm going to do 2026-17 through 2026-26. Well, I'll read all the appointments. So for the appointments, we have the auxiliary engineer. We're going to be appointing T&M Associates, Environmental Resolutions Incorporated, CME Associates, and Remington and Vernick Engineers. For the position of bond counsel, we are going to be appointing Malamut and Associates. For the position of consulting engineer, Richard A. Alimo Associates. For the position of environmental consultant will be CME Associates. For the resolution, for the appointment of financial advisor, we will be appointing Acacia Financial Group Incorporated. For the position of financial general counsel, we're going to be appointing Malamut and Associates. For geological engineer, we're going to be appointing Savi and Mayer Engineers. And we'll stop there and then move on. So can I have a motion to appoint those folks?
So moved.
Second.
Anyone have any questions?
I just had one question. I guess it's for Laura. Laura, like when I see the amounts written on each resolution, like I was struck by the engineering limits for not for Wayne and Lionel, but for some of the other engineering companies. Like, is that like where is that number coming from? Is that historical?
For
performance?
T&M and for ERI, we do have approved contracts with them. And then I just allowed for if more projects were to be
Okay.
awarded, so it's kind of an estimate.
Okay. And that's part of, we pay that through our operating fund,
We pay that through.
like we pay those funds
Yes,
through our operating, okay.
yes, so the funds that are on that certificate of funds, it would be for the engineering, a lot of them are going to be the general fund. Not as much as the operating.
Okay,
Well, it's there, Mike, because they're currently engaged in projects with us now.
yeah, I'm not questioning, I just looked at the amount, it just kind of struck me, I'm like, whoa, that's what. When I added that to Alimo and all the engineering costs, I know there's a reason why, there's the expertise they provide for us and the support, but. That's all,
Okay.
no, thanks.
So we have a CME as environmental and an SME as geological. I looked at that when I saw it first time. Was there a typo? Is there something wrong with it? Okay.
All right, any other questions? Please call the roll.
Mr. Dross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. I'm going to do next, resolution 2026-27, the appointment of the Labor Council, and that's going to be Florio, Perucci, Steinhardt, Capelli, and Tipton. And resolution 2026-30, which is the appointment of the special counsel, and that's also going to be Florio, Perucci, Steinhardt, Capelli, and Tipton. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Does anyone have any questions on this? Please call the roll.
I'm sorry, who first? Who's first?
All right.
Howard. Sorry.
Aye.
Mr. Dross, Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
I'm abstaining as I have an indirect conflict of interest. Resolution 2026-28, 29, and 35. For the appointment of occupational position is virtual occupational health. For the position of risk management consultant is Hardenberg Insurance Group. And resolution 2026-35, appointment of contract for the auditor. That will be PKF O'Connor Davies LLP, which is the formerly Bowman and Company. So we're continuing to keep the same company. They just were bought by a different company and have a different name. And I have a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
All right, any questions?
I just have one question on the auditor. I mean, do we know, Laura, is there any significant change with the new ownership?
It's a much larger firm and they have some international offices as well as nationwide. But as far as for our engagement, it'll still be Carol, the same, her team that we're familiar with. They'll still use their same auditing procedures. That's how it was explained to me when she reached out to me
Okay.
when this first happened. So it sounds like, at least for the upcoming year, nothing's really going to change for the authority.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions? Please call the roll.
Mr. Dross,
Aye.
Mr.
I did, I
Kipnis?
checked it. Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye, and I got everybody, right, Chris? All the professionals?
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
just double check that. Okay, financial, resolution 2026-31, payment of bills. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Does anyone have any questions on the bills? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Dross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
I'm going to vote yes, except for I'm going to abstain on purchase order number 26-01173, Florio Perucci, because I have an indirect conflict of interest. All right, resolution 2026-32, refunds, credits, and cancellations. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Does anyone have any questions on this agenda? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Dross.
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Resolution 2026-33, authorizing advertisement for proposals for health insurance broker. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Laura, do you have?
Yes, their Connor Strong's contract expires in March.
Okay,
Either one of them.
okay, all right. Does anybody have any questions for Laura?
Hey, Ed,
Yes.
is that just did they just have a 1-year contract or have we had them longer?
This is, if they just, their term of their contract was just 1 year and this was their first year with us, Rich.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Dross,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Executive Director's Report, Jeff?
All right, thank you. I'm happy to report that we didn't have no violations for the month of January. However, we've had 3 water main breaks since our last visit. We had some discolored water complaints, 3 of them in general. One was a plumbing issue inside. In the other 2, we just flushed the area until the system cleared up for them. We also had 3 odor in the water. One was a particular unique one where the resident complained about smelling fumes and paint fumes in their slop sink, and our folks went out there and saw, sure enough, there was fumes and paint because it was dripping from a can just above it. So that was that. Another issue was there was a call on Dutch Road. That issue was the homeowners electrical system had failed and their sewer injection system was, being discharged on a neighbor's lawn. They thought that was a water main break, but it was it was uniquely a simple fix for them to put their breaker back on, reset it. And we had another complaint for odor in the Barton Run area where it just really came down to housekeeping. The fixtures were just not really taken care of. And we just gave them tips on things they can do to make things better. First of all, I'm happy to see that Rich has once again volunteered his time and was appointed another term on our board. His professional experience and knowledge is and will be a great asset for the authority's operation. So thanks again, Rich, for coming back on board. Other than having a long stretch of below zero weather, January was pretty much quiet. Really didn't have much going on other than that we got lucky the last few weeks with only 3 breaks where the rest of the country's been getting involved, especially Philadelphia. The big event for the month was the snow, obviously, and now the lingering snow and ice. That's kept us pretty busy. We also assisted the township with personnel and some equipment to help them stay on top of the things they need to get done. Our management and supervisory staff have been spending the past few weeks developing a capital budget plan. Once that's done, Laura and I will review the request and get them to you guys and finance board for review and approval. Our 2019 revenue bond has been exhausted. Therefore, for the time being, we'll be petitioning the I-Bank for funding. But at some point, Laura and I will sit down, take a look at some of our long-term potential improvements that we want to do, and likely go out for another revenue bond on a multitude of projects. We were just approved for one project, and it's really good, really low interest, 50% principal forgiveness. So we're going to stay that route as long as we can for some free money, so to speak. We had our second mini seminar at the Gibson House, February 11th next week. We're always grateful for those folks in their facilities, and I'd like to thank Monica, Karen, and Angie for their assistance in showing these classes are a success for us. And I know Chairman Waters and I talked about all the hard work and labor our folks put in with this last holiday, and I'll let you take it from there, Ed.
Yeah, the folks really stepped up for the snowstorm, got a lot done. Folks came in to work to help out, so I suggested to Jeff, and I told him I'd bring it up to the board, that we buy lunch for the staff as a thank you for all the hard work that they did in the snowstorm. Would like to get the board's feedback. I mean, does everybody like that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, great, perfect. Jimmy and I spoke. We're gonna turn it up a notch and make some burgers and stuff that it should be right around $500 for everyone to have a thankful lunch. That's all I have for my report, and the next would be year-end review and a look ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff. It's left and right.
All right, some of these things you will see that, year after year, because projects just continue to linger on and things take time, but some of these might look familiar to you, but we're still in the process and phase of a lot of this stuff. So this is 2025 year review and a 26 look ahead. 2025, we responded to approximately 900 service incidents. Approximately 400 of them are after hours. Responded to 43 water main breaks. 39 of the 43 were repaired in-house by our people. That's really
great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that really is.
We performed about 4,400 utility markouts, and we substantially completed the lead service line inventory. Elmwood and Woodstream skate upgrades we did. Well 9 redevelopment was done. We hired 5 new employees. We met the JIF Tier 1 security requirements. We're in the works with the Head Start. We're in the process right now in the I-Bank for funding with the Woodstream Headworks project. The Elmwood Storage Building has been completed. Most of you have been there and seen that. Still welcoming you guys to come over and take a look. We had one violation all of last year, which I had talked about, the Woodstream plant. The state denied our affirmative defense. There has been no fine levied yet, so I'm not sure what their turnaround is going to be. This incident happened in May. They let the authority know December 12th with a letter. So we're still in the negotiating part of like what can happen next, but there has been no fines levied to this point, but there was only one violation.
Jeff, excuse me, were the 5 hires replacement replacement and expansion? or-
Yes, replacement.
Okay.
We increased it probably about a couple people because we have this lead service inventory going on and the Water Quality Accountability Act. We have so many other things going on with valve inspections. We have to inspect all valves pretty much around the clock all year round till we inspect them all and it starts right back over. We have timelines on that. The art class study at all wastewater plants was completed and all the recommendations were completed and they were good in that area. Route 70 water main has been completed. The Cardinal Court, Cottonwood, Sweet Gum water main has been replaced. We're finally out of Heritage Village. And water facility alarm systems were upgraded. For the township, we participated or donated in events such as National Night Out, 4th of July Parade, Marlton Day, the Holiday Light Parade, Fallen Heroes Softball Tournament, Relay for Life Career Day, and the Farmers Market. The amount of water we used from our own sources, we used 1,078,732,000 gallons. We purchased 485,588,000 gallons from our alternative sources, Willingboro and New Jersey American. We left about 200 million in the ground. We flushed a total of 3,195 hydrants for a total of just 49 million gallons of water. And the wastewater, our Elmwood facility took in 700,176,000 gallons, Woodstream 356,454,000, Kings Grant 137,760,000 gallons. The BFRU's beneficial reuse, that's the water we sent to Indian Springs for the irrigation. They used about 14.4 million gallons. Looking ahead, Kings Grant Drive's next up on our list. Wayne's ready to go out to bid. I'm sure he'll go over that shortly. Most of these Wayne will touch up base on, but we have the Kings Grant Drive. We're starting the phase one, doing some main replacement in Cambridge Park. Well, 5 redevelopment is actually just finished it up today, and we're hoping that all that goes well. Well, 8 redevelopment, that's next. We have a pre-construction meeting next week for the re-drill for the well. And then we'll be looking to do well 4 redevelopment. Museland's Farm is a hot topic for us. We've been talking about this for years. We'd like to relocate that force main. This is something that Wayne and I and Jimmy and our team need to kind of come up with the best solution for us to get that main force main out of his property, where we have a multitude of problems year after year.
Jeff, where is that farm?
That's
Yeah,
Church
down the
Street.
street. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that little farm stand there?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Kind of by 7-Eleven there on the Green Tree.
Yeah.
Pine Grove lift stations, that's in design phase now. Links lift station, that'll be something we're looking forward to the end of this year. The Elmwood UV's in the process, the Elmwood generator will be this year. Lincoln Drive water tank, that was what I just touched base on that last week. We finally got approval of the funding for that cost. We're going to continue I&I studies throughout the township. We continue with the water storage tank interior inspections. That's a WQA regulation from the state. Snelly Farms lift station, that was awarded and notice to proceed back in December, but it'll take probably the better part of 6 months to finally get it all completed. And Jimmy today, I believe, just had the Elmwood fueling station rehab upgrade. And if you don't know, the Elmwood fueling station, pretty much all the other entities in town come in and use it. It's kind of like our gas station for Evesham. Keep in mind, when we talk about upgrading these lift stations, the biggest aspect of what we're trying to do is bring it to full safety standards and not have our people or any of our future people have to go down into depths of 20, 30 plus feet to work on pumps. All these things will now be able to brought up top and we can safely make repairs or adjustments there.
Hey Jeff, on the fueling station, we have petroleum and diesel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I know it's us and the police, the fire department uses it as well.
Parks and Rec, our fire department's using temporarily, which you folks granted about 6 or 7 months ago until they get the issue they have.
Okay, yeah,
It's just a short.
it's not a problem, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
And the Board of Ed also, John.
Yeah.
Oh, the Board of Ed, okay,
So the three main are the Township Board of Education and us.
okay.
The fire department just asked because they've had an issue with their tank. All right, what's next also, we're gonna do the arc flash study of the wells, all of our wells. Screw pump rebuild, that's Elmwood plant, everyone knows the big, the flags that are on there that spin. We were due to send one of these out literally the day that it snowed. But it had pushed us back now a few months because now the manufacturer was going, had jobs already lined up, so we kind of got out of the queue. Because of the weather, now we have to get back in line, so we're looking maybe May, or hopefully sooner. Waste and return pumps replacement, these are replacing the original equipment, they're desperate need replacement, and we're getting ready to start that. The wood stream wave techs, we've talked about this for a few years now. The contractor literally just mobilized over there last week, so that should be going, pretty full steam ahead. Wood stream headworks projects that, we didn't award that, but we were ready to go, but we're waiting in the I-Bank. The I-Bank funding can take up to 6 months, and generally they take 6 months to figure things out. The Elmwood roof replacement, that's what's up next as well. And we continue to take acquisition of new vehicles, utilizing the enterprise lease program. Our goal there again is to get to the original promised savings, somewhere there near about plus or minus. Hopewell Booster Station, this is a station out in Hopewell that keeps the pressure down in the south side of the sanctuary and all that stuff, and where we actually produce our own chlorine there. And then we'll be looking to rehab well 13. And we continue our professional development and training incentives for our employees. We continue to collaborate with the township on the water main projects in conjunction with their street program. We also always continue to look for shared service agreements and opportunities with the town. Currently, and for the foreseeable future, we do train township new employees as a shared service. We have a certified trainer in-house. And these are some of the things we'll be doing. This is the new building that was completed just before fall last year. Interior, pretty well stocked already. And keep in mind, a lot of this material you see on these shelves, they were scattered throughout the town. And this was some of our issues, running and trying to well, where is that? It's over here. No, it's not. Well, it's gotta be over here. So it's delayed. So this really mainstreams ours. And it's pretty good. This is Sinelli Farms lift station. Sorry. This is Sinelli Farms lift station. This little round tube is what the folks enter. That's about maybe 40 inches in diameter. And they gotta climb down there about 33 feet to work in an atmosphere that's really about no bigger than 8 by 8. So we're gonna get rid of that, and everything's gonna be built up in the ground. I apologize, we don't have the rendering of what it will look like, but everything that we do there, we just picked the colors yesterday, what we want the building to look like. It'll fit nicely and look a little bit more appealing for the neighborhood. This is the Pine Grove one as well. This is the same thing. This is an older lift station, a different type pump system. But this will all be brought up as well. We'll get rid of all them cabinets, other than the green one, that's our generator there. But all this will all be new and up to safety standards. The big cabinets you see in the back, the tan ones. Really, one of them's just used for power, the rest of them's just old equipment that is really antiquated. We don't even use. This is 8 well. This is where the 8 well rehab and redrill will be going. The well was in the far back left corner. We're gonna move it up 50 feet. And the well drillers are gonna, like I said, notice proceed next week. And hopefully we'll get that done before.
That's by the Methodist Church, right? Is that the one by Methodist Church?
Yes. This is well 5. This is the one that we just had redeveloped. They started in December, and we actually just got all the electric and everything hooked up today, and doing some pump testing now. The wave tech system we talked about, this is the wood stream plant where the nitrate removal system will be going. The areas in gray are the areas that will be impacted. That's basically the wave tech's units. It's a floatable membrane that will capture and take care of the nitrate removal. The headworks, this is the old one that we are going to replace. It is literally hanging on by a thread right now. But we're gonna work it till we can't work it no more. And we've had some problems. We did invest some money with it, but we talked with the engineers and it's like we should spend the money now. We don't know how long it's going to be. And I think we spent about $10,000 for a new gearbox on that. And that'll get us, hopefully limp us until this is all complete out. So we might have to spend a little bit of money here and there to keep it going, but that's small peanuts compared to what the new system will do. And this is the UV system in Elmwood. This is substantially complete as we're gonna go over. Water tower inspections at Plymouth, that's Plymouth, and the other one is Merchants Way. Lincoln Drive Water Tower, like I said, we just finally got funding the other day, so the contractor, they've been developing what the plan is and what they're going to do and how everything's going to be done. The biggest obstacle was all these cell towers that are up there. So we're taking everything off the sides and we're going to build a corral up top, so everything will be up top and mounted. That was a huge delay for us because one cell carrier needs to stay away from the beam of another one and it creates conflict and, you know, be quite frankly, I wish we didn't even have them, but it's a source of revenue for us. But we have all that figured out now and the funding's there, so they're gonna start rocking and rolling on that soon. So together we look forward to another great year, reliable service and continued progress. Let's look back, look ahead.
Great,
Thanks.
fantastic, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, have you've been trying to get a date with the township to present this as well?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
But no Chairman Waters had asked me and I said, I have no problem doing that.
Mhm.
Let's schedule something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff, can we get a copy of it?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, that'd be great.
And
that's just an outstanding list.
No, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we'll send it off to each of you guys.
When do we complete the consumer confidence?
So I think that's July, August it has to be out by. I.
I was gonna say we could combine this with that, but maybe we'll try to see if we can maybe get on the agenda twice with the township.
Yeah, consumer
Right.
confidence is I believe it's August. I think it has to be out in print by July and out in August.
Yeah, because that's important. I think that's a great, you know, typically, I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but.
Yeah,
usually
that's
it's
a
great.
requirement by DEP and. I agree with, but I don't agree with it only because there's so many acronyms that people don't know. So it's information that unless you're in the know of it, or you got somebody you can ask what it's about. I think it's a great resource and it's transparency and shows how good we're doing, but. When I think of the average person taking a look at that, I'm like, what the heck's this? They kind of look for the small print, like what's relevant to me.
I
I wish we could do it differently.
think most people across the country don't realize they can go to a CCR to see what their water looks like. Or where they're vacationing or where they're buying a house. Yesterday morning, somebody called me and said, you know something about water, I heard, and I had to say, just go look at your CCR. And they don't even know, you know, what's a CCR.
Yeah,
So you're constantly telling people it's there. It needs to be.
friendly, user friendly.
You know, the acronyms are there, but it needs to be at least transparent and available for people to see. I
Yeah,
think that's the most important
it
thing,
is.
but rarely does anybody know what it is.
But we could always do maybe even do an executive summary where we kind of break it down and.
Well, that's their sort of looking for their
Template?
template. So
Even I'm talking, in addition to that
Yeah.
template, maybe we can then turn around and kind of. Put in the layman's terms, so people understand what they're looking at, most specifically with
Good
the.
water.
Yeah,
non-detect.
not in fact,
It's out there, but
these things are not in your water.
Right.
it's not
That's
even promoted. No community or very few communities ever promote it. It's not even like a banner on our township website. You know, we're listed among all the departments, but you know, there's no headline.
Yeah, it's on our website. You can ask
Yeah,
that.
Our website.
Yeah.
Our website.
Yeah, not the
yeah,
township.
Yeah,
It doesn't say, hey, new CCR, you look at your water
we Always
quality.
talk to them about it, it's not. Yeah, that's something, but let's.
We should
let's
be
do it.
proud. We have good water in the
Yeah.
town. We have great water.
we'd rather the information come to us than just the
Yeah.
questions and answers come to us rather than someone else giving them false information or leaving them down
Sure.
or having hope it's not there. I'd rather them just continue to call us and say, hey, you know what's going on? Yeah, we'll talk to you. We'll come out and test you where we have no problem doing any of that. In fact, we do. We spend a lot of time on the phone, answering a lot of questions. Cause I hear Christine's phone go.
There's people want to be in a community where there's good schools, low crime, good shopping, a good, community, well-kept neighborhoods, and water really is never thought of, but it is so important.
It's a hot button topic right now, and, luckily we've navigated the waters pretty well with that, and we got good water.
And it's something we're working on with Jeff, who's putting together this card of what,
Yeah, we're
because
gonna do,
Okay,
some infographics.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
we add value to the township, and we need to make sure that people
Yeah.
know that,
That's
that,
right.
when you're living in Eastern Township, it's everything
Yeah.
that comes together, and we all work together, and
We're
gonna
gonna create it,
value.
we're gonna hand it over to them to present it.
Yeah.
Because ultimately we're under their umbrella.
Yeah,
Okay.
How do we, there's so much, and Jeff, great job. To everyone, because that takes, vision, execution. I mean, to see the list of projects that we currently have active, that have been completed, they're in the future for this year. It's amazing. It's amazing because, when you turn on your water, you don't realize all the work
All
that's
that
going on
happens.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And one of my comments later was going to be on the calendar. Like I did some cleanup over the holidays, looking at our calendar, I'm like, this is really a nice product. I like our calendar.
Mhm.
Like
It's
there's great information in here. And
we don't get it out on time, people will call. They'll call me now and go, where's my calendar?
We
And
sent
somebody's straight in.
19,000 calendars out.
I can see why, like a lot of people like it, but when I see this and like you just. Like this is not an NUA that's just sitting by and patting themselves on the back. I know sometimes we have our meetings like, hey, great job, everyone. Thank you to everyone. But there's so much that this group here, I'll leave us over here, is doing day to day. And I just think it's an amazing
Yeah.
story to tell.
Yeah,
And
that's,
this is all the professionals.
35.
Yeah, it's
Everything
everybody.
going, Wayne, you have a large
Yeah.
number of these projects. We depend on you.
I forget who I was talking to earlier, Mike or Lou, when we were talking about, the township really does recognize what a great asset this is and what a great thing to have versus I go to places where people have like just a sewer authority. And they're like, you are so lucky that you have water because we have to buy water from outside and it costs so much more. And you guys are able to contain the cost for your ratepayers.
Mhm.
And I think that's great. And again, that I'm talking to the township, they recognize this great asset that the township has and.
we appreciate that. Thank you. But as you said, it's everybody. You folks, there are professionals. It's a whole team that makes this work.
Except for Jim. No.
Just kidding.
So,
Thank you.
okay. All
You go.
right. All right, moving on, engineers report.
Yes, first of all, thank you for appointing us again. It is a pleasure working with this organization and I look forward to another great year. Thank you.
Don't worry, Wayne, I won't make myself a pain in the ass of the smelly farm. But I will walk down there.
If there's
every so
anything you can call. All right, first up is the chemical contracts and we have a resolution.
All right, resolution 2026-34, award 1 year chemical contracts per consulting engineer's recommendations. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
So this was rebid for two chemicals that we did not get responsive bids for the first time around. Liquid alum sulfate, which showed a slight increase, 4%, and ferrous sulfate, which showed a 37% decrease in cost. So overall, your chemicals for the year, the ones that we bid this year, overall, you're 20% lower on costs than the previous year.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Anyone have any questions for Wayne on that? Then now please call the roll.
Mr. Dross?
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis?
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney?
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt?
Aye.
Mr. Waters?
Aye.
Southside water tank, nothing new to report there. Route 70 water main, there's just a few minor punch list items that the contractor has to complete. He may not get to that until the freeze goes away. Well 6 redrill, the only thing we're waiting for there are some O&M manuals, as built of some piping. Then we can close that out. UV disinfection, as Jeff said, the equipment's been installed. The supplier, the manufacturer of the equipment has had some issues. We're having a meeting with him tomorrow. We've already called him to task on a few items, and we're just gonna sit around the table and repeat what we require of him and help get this done so it can go into service. Heritage Village Phase 3, again, just minor punch list items to be performed. Sinelli Farm Lift Station, I think we've pretty much completed all of the shop drawing reviews that we need to do. And we're in the period where we're waiting for equipment to be delivered before the contract will start on site. Elmwood generator replacement, I am fairly certain that we can request authorization to advertise next month. That is really close to being finished right now. Kings Grant Drive water main replacement, we're taking bids on February 24th for that project. So that'll be a good time to take the bids, get a contractor all set with the paperwork so we can start in the early spring. Well 5 redevelopment and pump repairs, Jeff said that was finished today to a certain degree, at least the pump's in place. The well still has to be tested so we know what we're going to see for a capacity of that well after this redevelopment. Well 8 replacement, we have Unitech on board, and we will have a pre-construction meeting with them next week for phase 1 of this project. That will include drilling the well and working with DEP for the initial permitting for the new well. And Pine Grove Lift Station, that is being reviewed by DEP for the treatment works approval permit right now. We have a couple of developments.
All right, motion to approve S1W1 for Mac Rose Contractors, Inc. 23 East Main Street. Can I have a motion, please?
So, second.
This is in between Main and Oak, and they're going to build 2 single-family residential and a 3-unit condo on a long property between the two. They're going to squeeze a few small residences.
What was there before?
There is still there's a 2-story building there now that's multi-use.
Okay,
I don't know who's in there. Do you?
Across from the fire department.
Yeah.
it's what?
Across from the fire department.
I was gonna say, 'cause I'm
Okay.
trying to picture it, right, cause I
And
know
Main.
Oak,
It's in between Oak and Main.
it's Oak, that's where Joyful Noise is on the other side of Oak, right? That's on that side of.
Joyful Noise is kind of down a little further. Oak goes
It's on the other
around.
side of community.
Yeah, the,
Trying to think of where it
that's
is.
the one where the Center for Counseling, right? That's the one that's right next.
I think so. Yeah, they were right there.
Okay,
Mhm.
That had been the bullet.
is it gonna go long ways? Cause it sounds like
Yes.
there's a lot on that property.
They are putting a lot on that property. They're squeezing in 2 small suburbs in their condo unit.
Not,
Not that I know of.
How big is the condo?
Small.
Is it over the parking lot?
Very small. Yeah, it's, they're going to do away with some of the parking lots.
but
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
at the church.
yeah, not at the church. It's
Across-
all that-
across
it's
the other
all that
side of
small
Oak Lane.
Property behind the, yeah.
23 East Main.
It's closer to Center for Guidance,
Yeah,
Counseling Center.
between Oak and Maple.
Okay.
Anyone else have any other questions? Please call the roll.
Mr. Dress,
Aye.
Mr. Kipnis,
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney,
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Waters.
Aye. Motion to approve S1W1 for Marlton Crossing Development, AMS LLC, 100 Center Boulevard. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
So this is behind Marlton Crossing Shopping Center. They're going to demolish 7 professional buildings at low rise and build 77,000 square feet of professional and office space and a 325 unit apartment building
Whoa.
in its place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa, where is this
Affordable
location?
care.
Behind Marlton Crossing
Affordable.
Shopping Center.
Yeah.
Center Boulevard.
Oh. Wow.
Behind the Wawa training, that corner there.
No,
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 like
no.
Pat Select, like Pat Select's on the corner.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of.
Right,
office buildings
right.
back
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Is the place on Main Street, is that the old Napa?
No, it's
No.
down further, very across from the firehouse.
Anyone have any questions? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Charles.
Aye.
Mr. Fitness.
Aye.
Mr. Sweeney.
Aye.
Mr. Schmidt.
Aye.
Mr. Walters.
Aye. Any final questions for the engineer?
Nowadays, people have been.
Seeing none, council's report. Sophia, do you have anything?
I don't have a report, but I would like to just say thanks on behalf of the firm for the reappointment and just personally, it's been a pleasure getting to know all of you and being able to assist, so thanks.
Or glad to work with you. All right, public comment. Seeing no one from the public. Want to close public comment? We'll move on to board comments. Andrew, you want to kick us off?
Yeah. So congratulations, Mr. Chair, on another year.
Thank you.
And everybody else on your appointments. Jeff, great presentation. It's good to see you have a whole plan for the upcoming year. And it's great to see there's only 3 main breaks with this extreme cold. I was, yes, I don't believe you said all that.
Yeah.
I was curious though, for the other, I know you said Philadelphia's been horrible, but what about the other Burlington County MUAs? Have you heard much?
I haven't heard anything locally here, but I have the advantage, my brother has a company that's a heavy highway company, does a lot of our repairs, he's been going around the clock for a lot of different communities. Helping them out and his team and his crews are going out there and taking some of the breaks for some communities that surround where he's located. So yeah, it's been pretty busy.
That's all.
Great, thank you. Byron?
So I reiterate, congratulations to Commissioner Sweeney for being reappointed and to Chairman Waters for your new appointment or vote. What is that? Is that a
Reappointment.
reappointment?
Yes.
Okay. I am grateful that we have crews and contractors that repair our main breaks. There's whatever, 250,000 breaks a year in the country, and we seem to do a very good job of it. It's a very complicated process, and it hits home when, you know, for example, one was near my home at East Earl, Medford, and Greenbrook. And you know, it's it happens. That's a major thoroughfare. And in the dead of the coldest winter, we're just grateful that we have the infrastructure and people here in process in place to jump on that and get it repaired. Laura, the financials are viable. Thank you for, you know, being on point for that. The year in review, absolutely outstanding. I think you can just forget from time to time, like Commissioner Schmidt was saying, how many projects there are and the tremendous amount of skill for each different type of project and everyone involved in it. And then the planning and design is, you know, Alimo and Wayne, you have most of those projects. It is tremendous. The sheer number of projects. I can't wait to take a look again at a copy of that. And that's it. I just think that everyone's doing such a great job. And thank you.
Byron? Hey, Rich, you want to go next?
Yeah, congratulations to you, Ed. You're a great leader.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing what you do. Jeff, your review was fantastic. And to all the professionals, congratulations on being reappointed. That's all I have.
Great, thank you, Rich. And congratulations on being reappointed.
Thank you.
Louis, you want to go next?
Yeah, congratulations, Rich. Nice to have you back on board here for another term. And just to reiterate what Mike and Byron said, the presentation's great. You know, spending some time at the booth at Harvest Fest. Mike is right. I mean, everybody, you know, turn it on. I got a cold glass of water or flush and it goes down. It's an everyday thing that they do more than once a day, and they take it for granted. They don't know all of this, what's behind all and
At low rates too.
yeah, and at low rates. So it's a great job keeping everything in line, keeping everything run smoothly. It's fantastic. And Ed, congratulations to you, our professionals as well, being reappointed. Look forward to the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Mike?
So I I concur with everything that's been said so far. I just have a few comments. First thing is to our employees, thank you for what they've been doing over this last couple weeks and stretch here. The weather has been brutal. It's easy for someone who works remotely to look outside and see all the snow and cold and like, oh man, imagine what that'd be like working outside right now. So really thank our employees for working through these awful conditions. It's going to be terrible this weekend, and you know, Andrew, you mentioned water main breaks. I will say this: when that water main, when I got the notice of the water main break right here, right by Byron's house, I'm not gonna lie to you. The next morning, I went and like I turned my faucet on, like hopefully we get water. So thank you for the crews working on restoration of the service. But it's really really a heartfelt thank you to our employees. Yeah, for the water main breaks, you know, I think I saw a forecast for next week where we start to see upper 30s and 40s. That's what I'm worried about. Once we start to see a little bit of thaw, that we may start to see, you know, uptick in frequency of some breaks. So, you know, good luck to everyone involved here, and I'm sure you're going to be very busy over the next couple of weeks just monitoring all that. I mentioned the calendar again. I think that's really a great product that we deliver to our ratepayers in our town. I want to ask a question about, Laura, this is for you. I read in your notes that our debt service exceeded and I wrote 2.3 million. Did I say it right? 2.3 million?
Yeah.
Is that all for any, is that like a concern? When you, like, when I read that,
Are you talking about the coverage of the?
Those are
the
the-
amount-
it said like debt service.
Yeah,
uh,
so we have to have so much coverage that we can make debt
Right.
service. And we've exceeded that requirement year to date by 2.3 million.
I mean, is that just kind of normal?
Yeah, that's
Like-
right in line, and that's good.
It's good.
We want that.
All right, I just wanted to ask the
Yeah.
question. When I saw that, I'm like, "Right, I gotta."
That means our expenses are staying, you know, level and low, and our revenues are higher than our expenses, so we're earning more than.
I mean, our expenses in sewer and water, I noticed, I mean, just very slightly above last year's.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was gonna jump in and say that, you know, again,
Yeah, they've.
considering how much
consistent.
everything has gone up.
Yes,
And assuming our spend profile from year to year, allowing for differences in projects and whatnot, should be pretty consistent. You know what you're spending in July versus what you're spending in December, so,
right.
Right,
yeah,
so,
we're in good shape.
one comment on the healthcare, are we through the transition?
Yes.
How's that going?
So as of January 1st, we're with the Manor Health, and it went very well. The employees that have come to me, they really like the new plan. They're really happy with it. I think we're settling in well with Connor Strong. And it will be easier dealing with this plan than it is with the state health benefits plan, just because we can get a hold of somebody very quickly to get things resolved. There's a nice employee portal where employee and an app on their phone. So their cards are right on their phone. They can download
Good.
the app. They can go on and see their benefits. They can go on and see what medications are covered, what the copay could be. So there's a lot of things they can even do just on their own. So I think it's gone well. From the employees I've spoken to, they've been very happy. So
I mean, that's another, I think, accomplishment.
Yeah.
For the MUA.
that's a lot of work.
Transition
Yeah, to
into-
transition everybody over.
That's a very important thing.
Yeah, we really didn't hear much from anybody. It was smoother now than it was when when we took over the state. There's a lot of hiccups with that. This seemed to go smooth, and, I said, only issue we had is like some of the cards went out with some misinformation on them.
Right.
That was corrected right away, and folks got new cards, but their coverage has either been equal to or better.
In
And
some
I
cases
believe in
better.
most cases it's been better, because now we have eye care.
Yes.
Right.
And a lot of employees are very happy about that.
Thanks for the update. I'll just finish with congratulations to Commissioner Sweeney. I'm very happy you were reappointed. I look forward, Rich, to working with you for another, at least another 3 years of my life here, I guess. Another 5
Thank you.
years for the MUA. Also to Chairman Waters, to Secretary Kipnis, and
Dan Rand.
Vice Chairman Tenzin. Congratulations, and enjoy working with this board. To our professionals, Sophia, Wayne, thank you for the great job you do for us and supporting us, and for those who may be listening in, thank you. And to also our leadership here, it's a real pleasure to work with everyone. That's it.
Just to, again, piggyback on something Mike said, I think it's really important with how these people, like you were saying earlier, the lunch is probably, is like a no-brainer to do that for them, recognition. I go back to my college days in a senior project, but recognition is so important for morale. It really is, so $500 is well spent.
And piggyback on what Mike said before I get into my comments, it's great that we were able to have that transition away from the state health benefits plan, only because that huge increase would have been a real problem for us. And so
Yeah,
we were able to get into a plan that really, even though we are gonna see an increase, it's gonna be negated by.
Very relieved about that.
Glad to hear that the employees are happy as well. I want to first of all start out by saying congratulations to all of our professionals on getting reappointed and appointed. We have some new folks that I'm excited about that I've worked with in the past. We do have great professionals, and it's great that, what makes us a great authority is the kind of work that our professionals put into this. Jeff, great job on the year in review. I think everybody has talked it to death, but you really did do a great job, and it's really great to see, sometimes we don't see as we go across the year, all these things happening. When you put it together and package it that way, I mean, to have the majority of our water main breaks fixed in-house versus having to go out, I mean, that's amazing. I think,
It is.
and I think that's kudos to the team, from Jeff all the way down to the laborers and the folks who work in the office and such. I appreciate the board. You all volunteer your time to do this, and everybody it puts in a lot of time, puts in a lot of thought, and I think as a board, we all work together well together. As Lou had indicated, I think we have a lot of great synergy. I appreciate that. Mr. Sweeney was reappointed. I thank you all for your putting your confidence in me for another year as your chairman, and to the other officers that were elected. And finally, I appreciate the staff. After the storm, I let Jeff have a little bit of break to get some work done. I called Jeff and said, how did we fare with the storm? When he told me how hard everyone worked, that's when I said, we have to do something. We have to show our appreciation for the hard work that our folks put in. And you're absolutely correct, Lou, when you say it's a morale. We want to make sure that folks feel appreciated, especially when they go above and beyond. So we appreciate, as we always say, the staff from Jeff, the management team, supervisors, office folks, laborers, everybody who works here is appreciated, and you do a great job in making sure that we are the best authority in the state of New Jersey. So you all appreciated, everyone involved in making that happen. Our next board meeting is March 4th. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned.
Okay, I can't find the space.